Hello, all. Hope you've had a good day. I've had a good day. I have indeed. You know, there's so much that comes to me throughout my day, just in like thoughts, interactions, conversations, energies, knowing. Like, for me, because I'm at such a place with myself and who I am, and just okay with being the villain in so many people's stories, being okay with being misunderstood, being okay with people carrying unfavorable perceptions of me, being okay with people judging me, like I am who I am. I am how I am, and everybody is entitled to feel that way. Honestly, everybody should feel that way, because it's just very sad. It's a dog eat dog world that we live in, that has been so graciously created around us, right? And either you grow a backbone and you grow a pair, or you're gonna get chewed up and spit out, right? And I had to learn that the very, very, very hard way. Like, everything that I have walked through and overcame by myself in God, I don't want anybody to have to walk through what I've walked through, right? Because I can't even put into words and fully articulate the magnitude of the grossness that has been so graciously put on me, not only my entire life, but specifically the last decade of my life that's outside of this world, right? And it all is based off of money, greed, power, envy, jealousy, hate, misunderstanding, not taking accountability, right? And it's one of those things, like, I've come to terms with it, right? And, like, for example, today at work, like, I'm at such a place where I carry such standards and boundaries within myself. And the standards and boundaries that I carry for myself, I also, in a mirror, provide that to others, right? So how I treat myself in the standards that I hold myself to, I hold that for others, right? That's that duality in me. So, like, if I hold myself at a standard in reference to a boundary that I've set for myself, I'm then not going to cross that boundary for, say, somebody else, even if I know that they're at a place where you can cross that boundary. I still wouldn't cross that boundary because it's a boundary I've created for myself. For example, like, I know what it feels like to people please, right? Although I do not do people pleasing, right? I'm never going to make anybody feel as though they have to people please me, right? Does that make sense? I hope this does. I hope this video resonates. And so because I carry this, it's like I told my coworker today, because he's such a beautiful soul, and I could see where his beautiful soul gets taken advantage of, and I was there. I was there my entire life, and that's just not something I stand on, right? Now, I am a genuine person. I love through and through, and I'm very, I am who I am. But when it comes to, my boundaries, when it comes to, respect and demanding respect, and then since I have a boundary and I demand respect, right? That's another thing. I provide respect to people. I give respect when respect is due, right? And so these are all different things that how I move, how I operate, right? Because I hold myself at such a standard, I provide that to other people, as well as setting the example, right? Because it's a dog-eat-dog world, and everybody so badly and oddly enough just thrives for money, and I just don't. I don't operate for money. I don't operate for clout. I don't operate for anything outside of what I know God and Jesus and the Most High and Source and the Divine want me to operate as, right? And I want to help people learn that there's nothing wrong with setting standards and boundaries for yourself, recognizing that you do not have to accept conditional love and it be spoon-fed to you like it's unconditional love. If whatever relationship, whatever friendship, whatever familyship, whatever employership, right, that you're in, right, if you walk away feeling depleted, taken advantage of, manipulated, used, abused, coerced, like all these different things, right? If you walk away from something, right, fill in the blanks for you, right, and you feel that way, honey, you're not supposed to be in that situation, right? But you're in that situation because you have not quite figured out what your standards and your boundaries are. And see, I want to help people get to that place because it is a dog-eat-dog world. And that's the only way to survive and thrive and be happy and at peace. And God has helped me. Like I told my coworker, I'm like, look, my circle is small. It's literally me and it's God. Like, that's my circle, baby. That's it. Like, there ain't nothing outside of that. And it's a beautiful feeling, you know? And there was a thought that came to me earlier, and this is going to be my only video tonight because I want to just chill and soak in what your intentions are, right? So many people project and deflect when it comes to intentions, right? And for me, like, because I carry such a duality within me that I move with pure intentions, but I hold intentions for wherever people stand, but it doesn't mean I'm not aware of what their intentions are, right? I just give people space to do and feel and whatever they want to do. I don't worry about other people. I stay in my lane and I do me, how I do me. And I know it poses and raises a lot of questions. I get that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you don't want people to be in your life that carry disingenuous intentions, right? You have to ask yourself, are you carrying pure and disingenuous intentions? Because 99% of the time, if you have people in your life that carry such intentions, A, you're allowing it, and B, you're carrying those too. How are you carrying those too? Because you're not being true to yourself, you're being inauthentic. You're people pleasing. So in that point, you're carrying impure intentions and you're not setting the standards and boundaries for yourself. And see, and I hope this is how my mind operates 24/7, 7 days a week, right here. Here's some nuggets for you to take, spiel, spin, run, whatever. Do whatever it is you do. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Why are other people's addictions anyone's business? People just want support, not judgment. That's such a big deal. I see on so many TikTok things when it comes to like addictions, whether that's like alcohol, smoking, drugs, and all this stuff, right? And I know it's such a big deal to a lot of people, and addictions are a problem. I completely concur. Another spam call. Okay, however, a lot of the times that people are just battling addictions, right? Like, it's one of those things. Like, I understand that we live in a judgmental world, right? And if people, I'm telling you right now, if somebody that's an addict, and fill in the blanks, because you could be addicted to shopping, you could be addicted to judging people, you could be addicted to money and greed, you could be addicted to setting up plots and schemes for somebody to fail. I know a lot of people are addicted to that with me. Golly, I see it all day. I'm like, oh, here we go, another one. I mean, there's some addictions out there, right? But at the end of the day, like, I promise you, as well as I say this, for any like addict out there, fill in the blanks for yourself, but 99% all the time, if you just come at them with just straight support and unconditional love and letting them know, like, whatever you're battling, you don't have to talk to me about it, but I got you, that will mean the world to an addict, and you will help them get to the other side of it, because any addict is just numbing themselves, and if you go in there and spread judgment, you're just putting fuel on the fire. You really are. And it's just sad. All they want is unconditional love and support, and then they will see their way through the darkness. I can assure you of that. And I hope this video resonated. I may make one in a little bit. I gotta feed the dogs, but yeah, for entertainment purposes.